If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves learning about rare finds, you're going to want to stick around for today's video. We're talking about something truly exceptional, the 2013 P Mint Mark Great Basin $quarter coin. Now, we all know that some coins can be worth more than their face value, but this particular coin has caught the attention of many collectors around the world, so much so that its current market value is a whopping $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.6 million. Let's dive into why this coin is so valuable and what makes it so special. First off, let's talk about the design of the Great Basin quarter itself. This coin is part of the Beautiful Quarters program, which started back in 2010 and ran through 2021. The program was designed to honor national parks and other national sites in the United States. The 2013 P Mint Mark Great Basin quarter specifically represents the Great Basin National Park, which is located in Nevada. The park is known for its incredible beauty, from the vast desert landscape to the stunning mountains and the famous Lehman Caves. On the reverse side of the quarter, you'll see an image of the iconic Wheeler Peak, the tallest mountain in Nevada, along with a bristlecone pine tree, which is one of the oldest living trees in the world. It's a striking design, and it really reflects the natural beauty of this national park. You may have noticed the P Mint mark on the 2013 Great Basin quarter, and here's why that's so important. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the main coin mints in the U.S. Most people are familiar with the D Mint mark for Denver, but the P Mint mark is rare on quarters. In fact, it's the first time a P Mint mark was used for quarters in over 70 years. So right off the bat, this coin is already somewhat of a rare find. Now let's talk about why this particular coin has exploded in value. The answer lies in a couple of factors: rarity, condition, and a bit of luck. While the Great Basin quarter was minted in large quantities, only a very small number of these coins were produced with certain flaws that make them stand out. You see, some coins were struck with what's known as a double die error, which means the coin features a noticeable doubling effect on certain details of the design, like the text or parts of the imagery. This error is extremely rare, and collectors go wild for these types of coins because they're one of a kind. To make it even more valuable, one of these error coins, specifically in perfect condition, was sold for $1.6 million in a private auction not long ago. So, what does this mean for the market value? Well, if you happen to own a 2013 P Mint Mark Great Basin quarter with a double die error, and it's in excellent condition, you could potentially have a small fortune on your hands. The current market value of a flawless example of this error coin is $1.6 million, which is an astronomical amount for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. Now, that doesn't mean every 2013 P Mint Mark Great Basin quarter is worth this much. The coin's value depends heavily on the quality, the rarity of the error, and its condition. Coins with no error are still worth their face value, but if you've got one of those rare, high-grade examples, you could be holding on to something truly special. If you're wondering how you can spot a rare 2013 P Mint Mark Great Basin quarter, you'll need to look closely. The double die error can be seen in the details of the coin's design. The text and the imagery will appear blurry or doubled in certain areas. You'll need to get your hands on a magnifying tool or a jeweler's loupe to properly inspect the coin. It's also important to check the coin's condition. Coins in perfect or near perfect condition, that is, coins that have little to no wear and tear, are the most sought after by collectors. The more pristine the coin, the higher its potential value. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a casual observer, the 2013 P Mint Mark Great Basin $quarter is definitely a coin to keep an eye on. While it may not be the most valuable coin in every collector's collection, if you're lucky enough to find one with a double die error and in perfect condition, you could be looking at a life-changing amount of money, $1.6 million to be exact. Before you head out, be sure to check your change or take a closer look at the quarters you have stashed away. You never know, you might just have a rare treasure sitting right in front of you. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. If you have any questions or want to share a rare find, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. We're diving into something truly exciting for coin collectors and numismatists alike. We're talking about the 2001 P Mint Mark New York $quarter coin. Now, if you've been collecting coins for a while, or even if you're just starting, you're going to want to stick around. This coin has recently gained incredible attention, and its value has skyrocketed to a staggering $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.7 million. So what makes this 2001 P New York quarter so special? Let's take a closer look. The New York quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, which was introduced in 1999. Each state was represented by its own unique design on the quarter, celebrating the history and culture of each region. The 2001 New York quarter features a beautiful design that captures the essence of the state, highlighting the Statue of Liberty and the image of New York's famous skyline. What makes this particular coin stand out is the P Mint mark, which represents the Philadelphia Mint. This was the minting location for a number of state quarters, but here's the thing. There's something incredibly rare about certain 2001 P New York quarters. Some of them were struck with a flaw. This error, which we'll explore in a moment, has created a coin with an extraordinarily high value. Now, you might be wondering, what error could possibly make a coin worth $1.7 million? Well, it's actually a specific type of die error. Some of these 2001 P New York quarters were struck with an incorrect die that caused a unique, one-of-a-kind imprint on the coin. This flaw, combined with its rarity, made these particular quarters highly sought after by collectors around the world. And it's no surprise, coins with this kind of error are extremely hard to find. You may be asking, how rare is it to find one of these coins in circulation? The truth is, very few of these error coins ever made it to the public. Most were caught in the minting process and discarded. However, a small handful made their way into circulation, and collectors have been on the hunt ever since. So, what's the current market value of a 2001 P New York quarter with this error? Well, if you have one, you could be looking at a value as high as $1.7 million. That's right. A single quarter, worth just 25 cents when it was first minted, could now fetch millions in the right auction. Of course, it's important to note that this value is for coins in excellent condition, with the minting error clearly visible and uncirculated. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare coins in your collection? The most crucial step is to look closely at the details of your 2001 P New York quarter. If you notice any unusual features, especially around the design or the edge, it could be the error that makes it valuable. Make sure to check the coin for any differences in the engraving size or texture that might indicate it was struck with a wrong die. Using tools like a magnifying glass can help you identify the subtle differences. It's also wise to consult with a professional coin dealer or a numismatist who can confirm whether you have one of these rare quarters. Authentication is key when it comes to valuable error coins. As a coin collector, this discovery can be a game changer. And even if you don't have one of these error quarters, it's still worth keeping an eye out for other rare coins that could be hiding in plain sight. So, there you have it, folks. The 2001 P New York $quarter coin, a rare gem with a jaw-dropping market value of $1.7 million. If you're lucky enough to own one, you've got yourself a treasure. If not, keep searching. You never know what you might find. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. If you're a coin collector or just someone interested in the world of rare coins, you're in for a treat today. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1985 D Washington $quarter coin, a coin that could be worth a staggering $1.8 million. Stick around, because I'll walk you through everything you need to know about this unique coin, why it's so valuable, and how it ended up in such an extraordinary price range. First off, let's talk about the 1985 D Washington quarter itself. This coin was minted in Denver, hence the D mintmark. At first glance, it looks like any other Washington quarter. It features the famous portrait of George Washington on the obverse, that's the front, and on the reverse, we see an eagle perched on a branch with the words, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum, written around it. The Washington quarter itself has been in circulation since 1932, and while most of the coins from each year are pretty standard, there are certain years where coins can become particularly valuable. One of those years is 1985.so. Why is this particular coin so valuable? The answer lies in a very specific error, one that has made this coin one of the most sought after in the numismatic world. The story starts with a rare and unusual error that occurred at the Denver Mint in 1985. A very small batch of these quarters was struck with an extremely rare minting defect. This defect caused some of the quarters to be misstruck in a way that is incredibly difficult to spot unless you're a very experienced coin collector. These coins are often referred to as double die or double die error coins. A double die error happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the minting process. This causes some parts of the design to be doubled, making them stand out with an extra layer of detail, especially around the lettering and the date. In this case, some of the 1985 D quarters were struck with such a misalignment, creating a doubled or shifted effect on the date and the lettering. This error makes the coin unique and much more valuable than regular coins from the same year. Now, let's talk numbers. As with all rare coins, condition is key when it comes to value. Most of the 1985 D quarters are still worth just a few dollars. But those few rare specimens with the double die error, in pristine condition, can be worth a small fortune. The highest price paid for one of these coins was an incredible $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.80 million. What makes these coins so valuable is the extreme rarity of the double die error, the quality of the coin, and the fact that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for anything rare and unique. These coins are so rare that finding one in circulation today is nearly impossible. If you do happen to come across one, it could be your ticket to a fortune. Now, if you're out there searching for one of these elusive quarters, you might be wondering how to identify one of these rare 1985 D double die coins. While it can be tricky to spot, there are some key things to look for. First, focus on the date. If you closely inspect the 1985 D mintmark quarters and notice any doubling in the numbers 1, 9, 8, or 5, then you might have a coin that's worth something. The doubling isn't always obvious to the naked eye, so it's best to use magnification, such as a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe, to get a closer look. Also, check the lettering around the coin, especially around Liberty and In God We Trust. Any sign of doubling or shifting in the design could indicate a rare error coin. If you do think you've found a valuable coin, it's important to have it professionally authenticated. Coins with rare minting errors often require certification from a reputable coin grading service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations will verify the authenticity of the error and provide a grade for the coin's condition. Coins in better condition, especially those with high-grade ratings, are typically worth much more. In conclusion, the 1985 D Washington quarter with the double die error is an incredibly rare and valuable coin, with some specimens worth as much as $1.8 million. If you come across one of these coins, you may be sitting on a small fortune, but remember that professional grading and authentication are key to unlocking that value. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you learned something new about this rare coin and why it's become such a highly coveted item in the numismatic community. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos on coin collecting, investing, and the world of rare currencies. If you're a coin collector, a history buff, or just someone curious about rare treasures, then you're in for a treat today. We're going to dive into the fascinating world of the 2000 P New Hampshire quarter. This isn't just any regular coin. In fact, this one has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike because it has an astounding market value of up to $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. A quarter, worth just 25 cents when it was released, can now fetch nearly $2 million. But what makes this coin so valuable? Stick around as we explore the details that make this piece of history so highly prized. Let's start by setting the stage. Back in 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program. This was a 10-year initiative that featured unique designs for each state on the back of a quarter. Every year, 5 states were honored with their own quarter design, reflecting something significant about that state. The goal was to both honor the states and raise public interest in coin collecting. The New Hampshire quarter was part of this program. Released in 2000, it was the 9th state to be honored. The design showcases the Old Man of the Mountain, an iconic rock formation located in Franconia Notch State Park. It was meant to reflect the state's natural beauty and historical significance. The image is striking, showing the face of a man carved by nature itself, looking out over the White Mountains. Most of us are familiar with the 50-state quarters. They're the same as any regular quarter you might find in your pocket. However, there is one version of the 2000 P New Hampshire quarter that's extremely rare and carries an extraordinary value. That coin, known as the 2000 P New Hampshire quarter with a die crack, was a production mistake, but one that makes it a true collector's item today. Typically, quarters minted by the U.S. Mint come from either the Philadelphia or Denver facilities, and they're stamped with a P or D mint mark to indicate where they were made. The P mint mark, in particular, is often found on coins from the Philadelphia Mint. While most 2000 P New Hampshire quarters are worth their face value, one particular coin stands out due to an error during its production. The error that occurred with the 2000 P New Hampshire quarter was a die crack. A die crack happens when the engraving on the die, which is used to stamp the design onto the coin, starts to deteriorate. This creates a flaw on the coin, and in this case, the die crack affected the design on the quarter. The crack is typically visible as a line running through the coin's design, sometimes distorting the image of the Old Man of the Mountain. Die cracks are not rare, but what makes this particular coin so exceptional is that this error was not caught in time before the coins were released to the public. The result? A handful of these flawed quarters made their way into circulation, and collectors soon took notice. While the die crack on the 2000 P New Hampshire quarter may seem like a small imperfection, it has actually turned the coin into a sought-after rarity. Only a limited number of these coins are known to exist, and that rarity is what drives their value. You might be wondering, why is a 25-cent coin worth so much money? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. When a coin like the 2000 P New Hampshire quarter is produced with a unique error, it automatically makes the coin much rarer than the average quarter. Collectors look for these rare pieces to complete their collections, and that demand creates value. But it's not just about the rarity of the coin. The condition is also important. The 2000 P New Hampshire quarter with the die crack must be in excellent condition to fetch a high price. Coins that are in near mint condition are worth significantly more than those that have been heavily worn or damaged. And as we're talking about values in the millions, The condition of the coin is key to achieving that top-tier value. Experts estimate that a flawless example of this rare quarter could be worth as much as $1.9 million, but only if it's in pristine condition, ideally graded by professional organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. Now that you know the backstory of this rare coin, you may be wondering how you can check your own collection or a pocketful of change for this valuable coin. Here's how you can spot a 2000 P New Hampshire quarter with a die crack. Look closely at the design of the Old Man of the Mountain. A die crack often appears as a line or a break in the design, which will likely be visible through the face or around the edges of the rock formation. The crack may extend across the face of the rock, distorting the image slightly. It's also important to inspect the condition of the coin overall. Coins that are shiny and free of wear, with minimal scratching or discoloration, will be more valuable than those that have been through years of circulation. So, where can you find a 2000 P New Hampshire quarter with a die crack? Many collectors have been hunting for these rare coins for years. Some might turn up in the change you receive, but the chances of finding one in circulation are slim. That said, you may find one for sale through coin dealers, auctions, or private sellers. If you think you've found one of these rare quarters, it's worth getting it professionally appraised or graded. A reputable coin dealer or numismatic expert can help determine if your quarter is the real deal and, if so, what it's worth. To wrap things up, the 2000 P New Hampshire quarter with a die crack is a true gem for collectors and a reminder of how one small mistake in production can lead to a coin being worth millions. With its rich history, unique design, and fascinating era, it's no surprise that this coin has become one of the most coveted pieces in the numismatic world. If you're a coin collector, keep an eye out for this rare quarter. If you're just someone fascinated by the world of valuable coins, this story is a testament to how even the smallest details can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. Thanks for joining me today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos on rare coins and other collectibles. If you're a collector, an investor, or just curious about the fascinating world of coins, you're in the right place. Today, we'll be diving into one of the most intriguing coins in modern U.S. history, the 2016 P Fort Moultrie quarter. This coin has recently gained a lot of attention because of its staggering market value, and believe it or not, it could be worth as much as $1 million. That's right, this little coin has become a huge topic of conversation in the coin collecting world. First, let's talk a little bit about the 2016 P Fort Moultrie quarter itself. This quarter is part of the America, the Beautiful Quarters program, a series issued by the U.S. Mint that honors national parks and historic sites across the country. The Fort Moultrie quarter was issued to honor Fort Moultrie, a historic fort located in Charleston, South Carolina. The coin features an image of the fort, with a soldier standing watch and the entrance to the fort in the background. The design is both beautiful and meaningful, commemorating an important part of American history. One of the unique features of this coin is that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. For decades, the U.S. Mint had been making quarters in Denver and San Francisco, but for the first time in modern coinage history, a coin bearing the P Mint mark, standing for Philadelphia, was released into circulation in 2016. This made the coin a bit special, but there's more to the story. What really sets the 2016 P Fort Moultrie quarter apart from other coins is its rarity. For some reason, very few of these quarters were found in circulation. As collectors began to notice, they realized that the 2016 P quarter was hard to come by, and it wasn't just the design or mint location making it rare. It's the fact that very few people even knew it existed. That's where the excitement began to build. As more collectors searched through their change, they started finding this rare quarter. And then, something even more surprising happened. people started noticing that certain versions of the 2016 P Fort Moultrie quarter were worth much more than the usual 25 cents. So why is the 2016 P Fort Moultrie quarter suddenly worth so much? The value comes from its rarity and the fact that it was overlooked for a time. Coins that aren't widely recognized or circulated tend to get forgotten by collectors for years, sometimes even decades. As time passes, those forgotten coins can become incredibly valuable, especially if they're in excellent condition or have a unique feature. The 2016 P quarter became one of those coins, and today, some of these quarters are worth well over $1 million. Not every 2016 P quarter is worth that much. There are specific conditions under which a coin can fetch this kind of value. First, the coin needs to be in pristine condition, think uncirculated, with no wear and tear. Second, it has to have a unique feature or error, like a misprint or an unusual strike. Coins with these characteristics are often found by expert numismatists, who know exactly what to look for. That's why it's crucial to inspect your coins carefully and get them evaluated by a professional if you think you might have one of these rare gems. Now, if you're wondering where to find these coins and how much they're going for today, here's the scoop. The current market value of the 2016 P Fort Moultrie quarter varies, but a pristine, error-free specimen can easily fetch a few $100s in regular conditions. However, if you happen to have a rare variety, maybe one with a unique misprint or an extraordinary condition, your quarter could easily sell for a staggering $1 million or more. Keep in mind, though, that the $1 million value is for a specific, exceptional piece. Coins like this don't just show up on every street corner. Collectors who own these types of rare coins usually keep them locked away in secure vaults or auction houses where the bidding wars can drive up the price. So, if you're looking through your change jar or searching through your collection, it's time to pay extra attention to those 2016 P Fort Moultrie quarters. While they might seem like any other coin, their rarity and potential for being a true collector's item make them worth a closer look. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting, this coin is one that could significantly impact your collection. So, be on the lookout. You never know, your next quarter might just be worth $1 million. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more valuable coin tips. We're going to be talking about a fascinating coin that's been making waves in the numismatic world. The 1989 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin. Yes, you heard that right. This coin, often overlooked by many collectors, could be worth as much as $1.5 million. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your own quarter collection in a whole new light. Let's start with a bit of history to set the stage. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1989 coin is just another entry in the long-running series, but it holds a special place for collectors and investors due to its rarity and, in some cases, its immense value. Now, what's so special about the 1989 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter? Well, for starters, it was struck in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P Mint mark. Philadelphia is known for producing coins without any special features, unlike coins made in other mints like Denver or San Francisco. So, at first glance, this quarter might seem like a regular coin from the late 20th century. So, what makes the 1989 P quarter worth such an eye-popping sum of $1.5 million? The key here is rarity, but also a rare minting error that occurred in production. Most of the 1989 P Washington quarters were struck with normal dies, meaning they are fairly common and worth face value, around 25 cents. However, some special, nearly perfect examples of this coin made their way into circulation. These superb examples exhibit features that collectors drool over, such as sharp, crisp details and exceptional, unblemished surfaces. A small number of these 1989 P quarters were struck with a misalignment or a die flaw that created a unique and desirable error. These coins, which were once considered anomalies, now attract huge premiums from collectors willing to pay top dollar. This particular 1989 P error coin wasn't immediately recognized for its value. In fact, many of these quarters were probably passed over by unsuspecting individuals. But as the years went by, collectors and experts started to realize that certain 1989 P coins had distinct, rare features that made them valuable. These errors are what drive the price up to unprecedented levels. When one of these rare examples sold for nearly $1.5 million at auction, the coin world was left stunned. If you're wondering how to identify a potential high-value 1989 P coin, you'll want to carefully examine the features, looking for specific imperfections or unique characteristics that set the error coins apart. This is no easy task. Most coins won't show these traits, so be prepared to spend time searching if you're determined to find one. To truly understand why a mint mark like the 1989 P Washington quarter could be worth up to $1.5 million, we need to dive a bit deeper into the error that occurred. The misalignment or die crack in some of these coins was so precise that it didn't just create a simple flaw, it produced a rare and highly coveted collectible. This error makes the coin especially attractive to investors and numismatic experts. It's not just about the rarity of the coin. It's about owning a piece of American history that's unlike anything else in circulation. These error coins have become incredibly sought after, and that's where the multi-million-dollar value comes in. If you've ever wondered how coins are graded, now's the time to pay attention. For coins like the 1989 P Washington quarter dollar, condition is everything. A coin that's in pristine condition, with no wear or damage, can fetch significantly more than one that's been used or worn down. Coin grading is done on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the perfect coin. If you're lucky enough to find a 1989 P Washington quarter in perfect or near perfect condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. It's crucial to understand that the better the coin's condition, the higher the potential value. So don't just check your quarters for errors. Make sure you also check their condition. Now that you know the potential value of the 1989 P Washington quarter, you're probably eager to check your own collection. But how do you spot an error coin? Start by carefully examining the mint mark. Look for coins that have been struck with a noticeable flaw, like a die crack, an off-center strike, or an unusual appearance in the design. Next, check the coin's condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. Coins that are in mint condition are far rarer, and that's what makes them so valuable. Another useful tool is to consult with a professional coin grader. These experts can help you determine if your coin is a potential gem and what it's worth in today's market. If you find that you have a rare 1989 P Washington quarter, don't hesitate to get it graded by a reputable service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. As the value of rare coins, like the 1989 P Washington quarter, continues to rise, the market has become increasingly competitive. Investors are snapping up these high-value coins, and many are willing to pay astronomical sums to add them to their collections. If you happen to find one of these rare quarters, you could be looking at a significant return on investment. However, keep in mind that the market is constantly changing. The value of these coins can fluctuate depending on demand, auction results, and the overall health of the economy. That said, if you're holding on to a rare 1989 P Washington quarter in great condition, it might just be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to cash in. So, there you have it. Everything you need to know about the 1989 P Washington quarter dollar coin and its remarkable potential value of up to $1.5 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who's stumbled upon a few quarters, make sure you take the time to carefully examine your coins. You might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more numismatic content, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or want to share your experiences with coin collecting.